So, we are going to learn about Hitler today and Hitler's rise to power. My daughter had strep throat, really bad. So she was running a high fever. So yeah, we need to keep a close eye on her. And yeah, normally strep throat's not that bad for her, but it was really bad this time. Okay, so all electronics away, all buds out of the ears, all that good stuff. I think he's 19, but I'm not sure for 19. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to talk about the rise of Hitler. Just 14 short years, he's able to go from basically complete obscurity to becoming one of the greatest, one of the most powerful leaders. Had he not done some things, he probably would have been considered the greatest. But yeah, he kind of killed those options. No pun intended. There's so many things that come up with that. Yeah. Okay. So, good news for all of the females in the class. They finally agreed to put a woman on the $20 bill. Harriet Tubman will go on the $20 bill. For the last little while. For the last little while. They've been trying to get a woman on the $20 bill. Did a movement last spring, got over basically close to 1 million signatures of people wanting to change Andrew Jackson off the $20 bill and put a woman on, because it has been over 100 years since we've had a female on paper currency. Yeah, and so I say we, because I was advocating hard on that one and had posters and stuff around in my room and in the faculty room and stuff, trying to get people to vote. But Harriet Tubman, that was my personal choice. Harriet Tubman is phenomenal. If you had me last for U.S. History A, you know that I love Harriet Tubman. And so they were going to put, instead of putting Harriet Tubman on the 20, they were going to replace Hamilton on the 10, and which did two things. One, it negated Harriet Tubman, which, so many people wanted Harriet Tubman and wanted a woman on the 20, because the 20, that's the bill that comes out of the ATMs, that's the bill that comes out of the cash register. It's the most commonly used form of currency. And the movement to put women on the 20 felt betrayed.
Maybe Mike is back because she's sick. She's leaving.
What's that?
Mike is back because she's leaving. She's sick.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thanks. And so they decided, well, we need to just change the 10. That's the one that's scheduled. And then Hamilton, the play, took off, stormed Broadway, and people were advocating leave Alexander Hamilton on the $10 bill. And so then they decided, and this was last week, they basically said, we'll put scenes from women's history on the back of the 10 and back of the 20. And women on the 20 basically said, that doesn't cut it. That, again, sends the message that women are not important enough to put on the front and center. And they said, well, we'll consider changing the $20 bill in 2030, and then maybe we'll put a woman on that. And so people became outraged, and the Treasury just announced they actually will put Harriet on the 20, and hopefully it won't be 2030, but nobody's saying right now.
So we don't got an official mint date?
We don't got
a mint date. You don't?
We do not have.
Okay. English proper, okay?
What's that?
I don't use English proper, okay?
But what were you saying? Because I
We don't have an official mint date.
No, we don't have an official mint date yet.
No, no speech words.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was very, very happy about that for Harriet Tubman, for my daughter to see a woman on currency, and hopefully we can get a little more recognition for women's history and the role that women have played in history. So there you go. Now,